What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. After we made our canopy bed in a hidden doll room with the faux books on the back, some of you wanted to know if there were other ways we could use this idea. And since today we are doing 7 quick crafts, I think it's a good time to give it a try. To the craft table. Let's take cardboard and draw a rectangle for our back wall. Cut on the line drawn, leaving me with a 13 by 9 inch rectangle. And of course, you can make the wall wider or more narrow if you like. I cut a second piece of cardboard for a floor. This one measures 11 by 9 inches. Let's cover it with a wood grain scrapbook paper. Of course, if you want to add more detail, you could use popsicle sticks or whatever else you like. For the back wall, I still have a little bit of that blue fabric, so let's go ahead and glue it on. I'm using school glue to attach the fabric by applying a thin layer, then place the fabric on top and glue it going over the edge. While it dries, cut strips of paperboard that are 13 inches long in different widths. Glue on fabric or ribbon, adding stripes if you like. Slightly bend them. The wall has dried, so let's turn it over to the other side and glue on our faux books to hide our scene. Then glue the floor to the back wall. We can add baseboards and trim to make a quick hidden backdrop for the dolls. And when placed next to the bed, it can extend the scene. And from the other side, we're hoping to get the illusion of books. Now let's add to it and draw kind of a bean shape or a sleeping mask on a piece of cardboard. Carefully cut it out. Cut 4.5 inch rectangles from the leftover cardboard and bend them so it can bend either direction. I have some blue fabric. I cut a long strip, add a little glue, and hem the bottom. And of course, if you wish, you can always sew it instead. Once hemmed, my fabric should be about the same width as my cardboard. Take the round piece and cover it with the fabric as well. Make small cuts to get around the curves, then fold over and glue them down. Then glue the cardboard underneath. I cut out a small opening, then take the strip of fabric, line it up at the top, and glue it down while making little pleats. I used a few pins to help hold it in place, then use a little glue to help make some more folds on the bottom. Take ribbon and trim and glue them around the top. I traced around the top on recycled plastic, then cut it out to glue on top to make a table. Then on leftover cardboard, we can trace something round, then cut and bend another strip of cardboard. This is about 2.5 inches tall. Place fluff on the cardboard circle, then fabric, gluing it in the back to make a little cushion. Let's use a needle and thread and push it through the back of the cardboard and through the top, then back through and pull it from the other side. I place a small piece of plastic between the 2 threads and then pull it to make it tufted. Cut a long strip of fabric just like before. Glue the cardboard to the bottom of the circle, glue on the fabric and cushion, add ribbon and trim to make a matching stool. Now let's take a little paperboard and I'm going to trace the top of my doll stand, then draw lines going straight down to make an arch. Cut it out and make 2 more that are slightly smaller. Cut foil paper in the same shapes. Take the paperboard pieces and cut out another one. Sketch an inner line and cut them out on one set. Add dots of hot glue going all the way around. It kind of looks like lights. I have some leftover hot glue pieces from the canopy bed project. Let's glue them on top. Then let's paint it dark brown. Then I brush them with a little gold paint. Once dried, it's time to put everything together. I take the paperboard and glue on the foil paper. I used a glue stick, then glue on the frame. Then let's glue the 2 smaller ones on at an angle to add a mirror to the table. It's all coming together to give the dolls a new vanity. I think we could use more curtains, so I cut 2 rectangles of fabric and run a glue stick across the bottom, then fold it over to hem it along the top and bottom, then the sides, then add more glue all over the back. Place it onto the back wall, and then we're just gonna gather it to make a curtain shape. I was making short curtains, but now I want longer curtains. So I pulled the end to the side. I cut fabric for an extension and a drawback, or pullback. Hem them both, then pleat the extension. Place it onto the wall right at the end of the first curtain, then wrap the smaller strip around it, framing this space. And I think the curtains will help to distract the eye when we combine different rooms and help to hide the seams between the walls. Let's take some of the leftover cutouts from making the mirrors and cut them down in size a little. I have a tiny scrap of fabric. It's a blue velvet. Let's take a scrap of felt and cover the paperboard. Then cover it with the velvet, gluing it in the back, and then cover it with the other piece of paperboard. Use the silicone mold to make a little hot glue detail, paint it brown, and a few scraps of paperboard. Let's glue a small stand behind it, then brush them with a little gold paint so we can bring out all those details. Then take our little piece of velvet here and glue it onto the paperboard. Then add our hot glue piece on top to make a jewelry stand. Then add chains or beads to look like jewelry. And that little piece of fabric matches perfectly. And that jewelry stand gave me one last idea. I cut 6 pieces of cardboard to 11 inches and 2 3/4 inches wide. Let's round the tops, glue on a layer of felt, cover them with fabric. I use the print on one and the solid on another. Glue them together, then take cord and glue it over the seam. Repeat to make 3, then I glue them together. Add more cord to decorate, and maybe we can add some hot glue details and paint them gold, glue them onto the top to make a room divider with a nice little antique feel to go with the scene. So today we made a hidden doll room, a table, a mirror, a stool, curtains and a jewelry stand, and a room divider, giving us 7 quick crafts for the dollhouse. This turned out to be a fun little space for the dolls to get ready. It definitely has a Bridgerton vibe with little mini antiques. Thank you for joining us. Let us know what videos you would like to see in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!